Hello all, so hope you guys are having an awesome day. So if you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be looking at 5 members of Iron Man's Rogue Gallery. Let's kick things off with our first villain, Anto Vanko, aka Crimson Dynamite. Anto was introduced in Tales of Suspense issue 46 in 1963 and was created by legends Don Heck and Stan Lee. He was a talented scientist with a PhD in physics who worked for the USSR. Anton was also an expert in electricity, one of the world's finest. He was ordered by the USSR to build a powered exoskeleton. Once this was achieved, he was sent out in his newly built suit as the Crimson Dynamo. Super cool name. He was sent to infiltrate and sabotage Stark Industries and to beat Iron Man. Do you remember me telling you how good Anton was at electricity? How he was one of the world's finest in it? No? Well, go back and watch it. I'll give you some time. Okay, good, you back? Okay. The suit can actually generate and conduct its own electricity. For example, it can conduct the electricity and use it as lightning bolts. Move to the side for Crimson Dynamo is in the building. The suit is also self-generating. I would be super cocky if I was him. That would be on like my CV. Like if I go on a Tinder date, that would be like the first thing I'd bring up. Yeah, my suit is self-generating. Iron Man's isn't. So who's really the superior one? Anyway, Iron Man and Crimson Dynamo fought, and Iron Man, to no one's surprise, came out the victor. Ashamed and scared that his superiors would kill him for failing his task, he left to America, where he eventually got a job as chief scientist for Tony Stark at Stark Industries. The two actually became very good friends. Right, let's start a petition. Go down my GoFundMe page, my Kickstarter, my Patreon, whatever, to have Anton in the next Avengers, if they all survive, and become part of the Science Bro group. Bruce, Anton and Tony, best buddies for life. Unfortunately, the KGB caught wind of where he was and sent 2 of the best agents after him. Black Widow and Boris. I am not even going to attempt it. Here is his last name. I don't want to butcher it. Boris actually stole Anton's Crimson Dynamo suit to kill Iron Man, and to do the task that Anton himself could not complete. Anton sacrificed himself for his new friend Tony Stark, which is just super depressing and sad. Fun little side fact to break up the depressive and sad ending to Anton. There have been 10 different Crimson Dynamos. Anton just happened to be the first. Just a little fun fact. Okay, up next we have Zeke Stane. Zeke was created by Matt Fraction and Barry Kitson and made his first appearance in 2008 in issue 8 of The Order. Zeke is the son of Obadiah Stane, the original Ironmonger. Because of his father's defeat against Iron Man, he holds a vendetta against Tony Stark. Zeke, like a lot of Iron Man enemies, has a high level of intellect, who also has superhuman abilities made from bio upgrades. It is eventually revealed that Zeke is behind some of the villains that try to destroy Tony Stark's team, the Order. 2 enemies meet in issue 10 of the Order, but Tony doesn't know who he is. He doesn't realise that Zeke is the son of one of his first enemies. Zeke leaves and plans the next part in his revenge against Stark. Since he was 9, Zeke has also been building bioweaponry and creating the next generations of weapons for supervillains. It was also revealed towards the end of his run that he was funding a rebellion against T'Challa in Wakanda. Okay, number 3 we have Titanium Man. I wonder if there's a Zinc Man. Oh, my new OC. Boris Bolsky first appeared in 1965 in issue 68 of Tales of Suspense, created by Stan Lee and John Heck to be part of Iron Man's Rogue Gallery. He was born in the Ukraine and was a member of the KGB and was actually trained by the Black Widow herself. Boris has superhuman strength and durability. He forced scientists from a labour camp to create a suit of armour, all because he displeased his superiors and wanted to win back their trust. So he came up with the idea to defeat Iron Man to please them. Boris issued a challenge to Iron Man and Tony Stark accepted eagerly. Unfortunately for Boris, he was defeated by Tony in front of a worldwide television audience, not only humiliating him but displeasing his superiors even more. After this, he tried on many more occasions to beat Iron Man, but ultimately failed, leaving him to be kicked out of the USSR and placed under house arrest. Obviously there is more to his story, but I will delve into that in a separate video dedicated to him, much like I will do with Zeke and Crimson Dynamo. These are just little facts about 5 particular Iron Man Rogue Gallery members. Up next we have Madame Mask, not only an enemy to Tony, but a lover as well. Enemy and lover is a very fine line to Tony, to be fair. Her first appearance was 1968, issue 98 of Tales of Suspense, and was created by Gene Cullen and Stan Lee. Whitney is the daughter of a criminal. When she was born, her father gave her up to respectable people, Byron Frost and his wife. She was raised to be a debutante and a socialite, but when her parents passed away, her biological father reached out to her and told her all about the family business and how he wanted her to take over as the leader of the Magyar. Whitney refuses and talks to her fiancé Roger Vane, who is an aspiring politician. Afraid that his future father-in-law's mafia connections would ruin his political career, he left Whitney. Due to her heartbreak, Whitney meets up again with her father and accepts his offer. Her father, Count Nefaria, trains her in various combat styles and eventually trains her to be his successor. When her father is caught, Whitney takes over as leader, leading to many clashes with Iron Man. After running from a raid on Stark Industries, her plane crashes and her face is scarred as a result. A criminal by the name Mordecai Midas saves her life and she soon begins working for him. As you might have guessed, Mordecai Midas loves gold. You know, Midas, like from old mythology. And he gifts Whitney a mask made entirely of gold to hide her disfigured face. She's then known as Madame Mask. And finally on today's list we have Crimson Cowl, the Justine Hammer version. Justine's first appearance was in 1997, issue 3 of Thunderbolts. She was created by Kurt Busiek and Mark Bogley. Justine is actually the third person to take on the name Crimson Cowl. Justine has always tried to prove herself to her father, who just so happens to be an Iron Man villain in himself, Justin Hammer, even going to the extreme, like forming a supervillain group called the Masters of Evil. A team which consisted of Man-Killer, which is, you know, pretty sexist. I don't want to be that person, but could it not have been Human-Killer? Oh no, I would have said that was sexist. Tiger Shark, Claw, Flying Tiger and New Cyclone. The team eventually wound up working for Hydra. The cloak that Justine wears can attack people by her will, and it also grants teleportation, flight and shapeshifting. She battles many of the Marvel Universe's heroes, including Iron Man and Hawkeye. Later on in her life, she leaves behind her Crimson Cowl persona, and along with her daughter Sasha, they re-establish Hammer Industries into a money-making weapon supplier, something that would surely make her father proud. Probably not, to be fair. The company even backed a project to create an armoured exoskeleton called Detroit Steel. Again, with the metal names, could it not be something, I don't know, Detroit Sea? Detroit Water? Detroit Gas? No. That's an unfortunate name. I get why they stick with metal. Justine teamed up with multiple corrupt people, including Zeke Stane, who just so happened to be Sasha's boyfriend, and the Mandarin, who again just so happened to be Sasha's father. She sure can pick 'em. They each wanted to take down and disgrace Iron Man. Okay, so like I said, this is like the Batman ones I've done, where it's just little facts about each villain. I will do a more in-depth video on each villain if you want me to, so leave a comment down below if you want that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down in your opinion. Comment down below how your day's been. Again, if you want me to do more in-depth videos on these villains. If I have anything wrong, you know, let me know. I'm sure you will anyway. If you liked this video, then subscribe to my channel because I do videos like this every single week. If you want to be notified when the video comes out, click the little bell. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It'll be at the end of this video and in the description if you want to do that. Check out some of my other videos and I will see you next time. Bye little wolves. Bye.